So today is story time.
I'll use my time to chat about things that are not to do with work. I might you know what? Let me just keep it cute. Alright.
Yeah, I'm gonna put a wig on, but I was vomiting this morning, so it's coming, okay? Okay, so for this story to have any context that makes sense, we're gonna have to go back to blood clot the day before Christmas Eve. So, if you visit my profile, you're gonna see that I work nights, right? Do you believe in voodoo? Because honestly, I'm not sure. I didn't believe, but I think maybe there's a possibility. Honestly, it's almost like the spirit doesn't even want me to tell the story. So, like I said, I work nights in it. Obviously, I'm a creative director, choreographer, set designer, art director, and I also dance. So let's rewind. A lot of my shifts got cancelled, and the nightclub that I've been working at, like, it closed down on the 1st of January. So obviously that means that I was going to be out of work, or I had to find, like, another place to replace that income that I was making. There's a few places that pay me, so I just kind of hit up a few more people and was like, oh yeah, let me try and replace the money that I was going to get for that shift. I managed to do that. I found this other girl that basically gave me a job for the night that was coming up, but it wasn't the same pay, it was a lot less pay. But I just thought, your birthday is coming, so let's get this money, yeah? Like an idiot, obviously, I did not do my due diligence and make sure that I checked like what type of place that it was that would be that I would be working at, right? But girl, my birthday's coming, Christmas was coming, so the reason for you to put up and shut up and just do the job. So I put up and shut up and thought, let me go to the job. The job was like all the way in blood clot, like Heathrow. To give you context there, that for me is like an hour and a bit of a journey. That is not down the blood clot road. I've got to the venue and the girl basically was like, oh yeah, lovely to meet you. By the way, there's been thieves here, so like maybe you want to put your bag downstairs. So I was thinking to myself, I mean, thanks for letting me know. But there was like only 5 people in the club, so realistically I was thinking to myself, well, like, ain't nobody gonna be stealing my stuff when I can count the amount of people in this place. The night has nighted, and obviously we've had a good time. I always try to be like really nice to the girls that I'm working with, because it's just me and you girls, so you may as well just make the most of it. Do you get it? The night nighted, and everything seemed cool. From what I thought, everything was cool. I'm about to leave now, but this girl was taking really long, and I just thought, you know what? Considering she's a bit younger than you, maybe you should just wait for her to be done talking to whoever she's talking to, and then go home together, or just go home the same way. Leave the place of work together. Yeah. We obviously left the place of work together, but something just felt a bit off. But my spirit was like, oh, make sure that you don't leave her. Push comes to shove, we end up leaving. There was like a little after party situation. I ended up following her just because I wanted to make sure she was alright. Yeah, about an hour later, I left and went home, yeah? Cool, I've got home now. I woke up in the morning and I was like, my phones weren't with me. So I was just like, let me just check my phones. And I'm like seeing TFL. You know the little drop down screen? It's like TFL. Bearing in mind, I drive a car. I don't really get on public transport. So when I saw TFL come up, I was like, TFL? What are you talking about? I've run blood clot downstairs now. And I thought, you know what? Let me just check that all my cards and everything is still in my bag. Best believe my cards are all splayed out in my bag. Like one card, another card, another card, another card. And I was like, wait, hold on. Like an idiot. I don't bring my passport out with me, yeah, because it's just in this little case that my mum gave me. So because my mum gave it to me, I was just like, you know what? I kind of want to just kind of keep it around. Babe, the passport was flipping gone. ID's still there, but like my bank cards are gone. But then not all bank cards are gone. It's just some of the bank cards are gone. So I was just thinking, this is really weird. Let me just call the girl that hired me and let her know that, oh yeah, by the way. She was like, oh my gosh, like really? Why did this happen to you? I can't believe it. Wait, hold on a second. Let's go back. Rewind. Do you not remember earlier on when I said to you that the girl told me that like there's been thieves in the place and maybe I want to put myself in a cloakroom? Right, okay, cool. Let me just call the owner and let me check the security cameras, because I had one more shift at this place, which was the day after. So I was like, okay, cool, at least I can check to see like who kind of stole the stuff. The guy that owns the club basically was like, oh, you didn't come early enough for you to come watch the footage, so you can't watch the footage. And I was like, huh? No. Let me adjust my wig. What? What did you say? No. We're going to watch this footage. What would be the reason that he doesn't want me to watch the footage? It's either because you stole my passport or you know something that I don't know. So I was like, something's not right. I went with my sister just in case things went a bit like, you know, pear-shaped and what have you, had to get up, you know, just in case. Because you just don't know what we're dealing with here. Obviously, I don't like to get my little hands dirty. I just said just in case. We looked at the camera. He told me that nobody had been in the same place that my bag was apart from the girl I was working with, which obviously caused me to be suspicious because she's the one that told me there was thieves in the place in the first place. Best believe we've watched back the whole footage. You had one of your workers go in the same room that had all my stuff, and he only came out with a flyer. So can you imagine on the thing, he's walking back outside with just something that looks this thin. So you've gone all the way upstairs for one flyer and a hat. Come on. Story unfolds. After I've watched the footage, I must be bugging if I'm gonna do that. Am I dickhead? I've not done a shit. My man basically said to me, oh yeah, so you basically lost your passport. Just work another night and we'll pay you the money so that you can get your passport back. What? I just said there's no way that I'm going to be working to pay back for my passport that I know now that you have stolen. So I said, you know what? On my way out, I'm going to have to check the girl that told me that, oh yeah, by the way, there are thieves in here. I'm going to have to check her and look her in her face and be like, do you get it? I've seen my girl from across the way. Imagine like I'm like a bit further back. So I've gone... As in, like, you. She thinks I'm waving, so she's gone, hey, dude, hey. And she's walked over to me now, and I'm thinking, this girl couldn't have stolen my passport and my bank card, and now you're looking at me like, hey. Something's not right. So Mr. Bossman is walking me out of the venue because he thinks I'm going to start a fight. So girls try to come over to me and be like, oh, let me just chat to her. He's gone, no use my time to chat about things that are not to do with work. I might, you know what? She's come to me on the stairs now. And I've looked her in her face like, was I not nice? Was I not nice to you? She looks a bit shocked. I'm like, was I not nice to you? And she goes, yeah. And I go, so why did you steal my passport, my bank cards? She was like, I was thinking, oh, cat got your tongue now. You thought I wasn't gonna come back and ask you. What big little piece? I'm asking nothing. No, run them thing there. She stepped back. Bearing in mind now, she's in costume and whatnot. I'm in a tracksuit. I'm ready to go. She get what I'm trying to say? But she stepped back like, oh, I wonder if, like, if it's gonna turn into a thing. So I've just gone, you know what? She's like, oh, take my number. I was thinking, take your number? She's like, you got your number, you got my number, right? You can get my number. So I'm thinking, all right, well, obviously, if she's saying take her number, there's a strong possibility she didn't steal it. Because, this is the biggest smoke screen I've seen in my blood clot life. You know what I mean? I've taken her number now, and she's messaged me. I've gone to the police station. I've got crime reference number and every blood clot thing. But she's messaged me like, I'm really sorry about your bank cards. So I was thinking, I don't know now. Now it's sus. I don't actually know if she's definitely stole it or not. The possibility she did, but then there was also a possibility maybe it was you lot that stole it. I don't even mean to be rude, but like obviously I know that certain African men are used to doing fraud. So realistically, I'm thinking, well, maybe it's just you lot doing fraud. Come Christmas Day now, I'm getting more alerts that you use my credit card to go on the underground. Alright, let's bring it to the present day, which is the reason why I started this blood clot story time in the flipping first place. Today, I'm sitting there, I have one of my cards next to me. The card is basically saying that I just went to Aldi. But I'm sitting at home in my bed, just finished vomiting for my period, and I took my Aldi. Yeah, this is brazy. So you basically cloned my card. I had to just ask, is Judge a thing? Is Voodoo a thing? Because I don't understand how you've waited 2 weeks. But it has to be connected, no? There's no way this is a coincidence. Is this really going to be a coincidence? You stole my cards and my passport, and then a couple weeks later, my card is cloned. Yeah. I don't know. If you was me, what do you do? I was going to blast them on Instagram and be like, don't ever go back to this venue again. But I'm like, if they did do some type of voodoo, judge, whatever, then that's just going to come down tenfold now. No? I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you do if you was me.